Quentube Real Stories at New Year Bonanza Special. Pulang Araw. Welcome to our storytelling platform. This new year, we bring you a story of survival, strength, and sacrifice, based on real events and characters in the movie Pulang Araw. It's a tale rooted in history, a testament to the courage of those who lived through the atrocities of war. This story is not just about the pain and suffering endured, but also about the heroes who fought, often without recognition, for the freedom we now cherish. A time of peace and innocence. Chapter 1. The Calm Before the Storm. It was a time of peace in the Philippines, before the storm of war came crashing down. Dolores, a loving mother, and Teresita, her young daughter, lived in a small village near the coast. Life was simple, yet full of promise. Dolores worked the land, while Teresita played in the fields, dreaming of a future filled with happiness. But peace is often fleeting. One fateful day, the war came to their doorstep. The Japanese Imperial Army arrived, bringing terror and chaos in its wake. They were no longer safe. The village was soon under siege, and the once vibrant, peaceful place became a battlefield. The screams of the innocent echoed across the hills, and the shadows of war loomed large. Part 2. Descent into Darkness. Chapter 2. The Japanese Occupation. The Japanese soldiers took control of the village, pushing the people into forced labor camps. Dolores did everything she could to protect her daughter, but the brutal forces of war left no room for mercy. The villagers were divided, some sent to Wu. As the days passed, Teresita witnessed the horrors of war, the abductions, the relentless cruelty, and the pain that consumed everything. But the most terrifying of all was the fate that befell the young women of the village. They were taken, one by one, as comfort women, forced to serve the soldiers, their lives reduced to tools of war, their dignity stripped away. Dolores tried to shield Teresita from the horror, but it was impossible. Dolores and Teresita could hear the cries of the women at night, their voices full of sorrow and anguish. It was in these dark moments that Dolores swore to protect her daughter at all costs, even if it meant sacrificing herself. Dolores, Maria, and the other women were crammed into a small, makeshift room inside the camp. The stench of fear, sweat, and dampness filled the air. The soldiers, their faces cold and unforgiving, imposed their will with violence, using the women as they pleased. One night after a brutal encounter with a soldier, Maria whispered to Dolores, her voice trembling, "How long can we survive like this? Every day feels like we're dying inside. Dolores, ever the beacon of hope, pulled Maria close. Survival isn't just about staying alive, Maria. It's about keeping our dignity. Even if they strip everything from us, they can't take that. For another round of violence, Dolores could see the fear in their eyes. Young girls, barely old enough to be called women, were dragged away, their faces blank with terror. Dolores's heart shattered every time a new girl was taken, but she steeled herself. Endure. Hold on for tomorrow. Part 3. The Fight for Freedom. The Guerrilla Resistance. In the shadows, guerrilla fighters rise. Among them is Eduardo, a man determined to stop the Japanese forces and fight for the freedom of his people. Part 4. The Sacrifice. Dolores's ultimate sacrifice. Dolores, a mother of strength and love, faces an unimaginable decision. Will she sacrifice herself for the survival of the women? Will her love for Teresita prevail? After years of suffering, the time for the final battle arrives. Eduardo's promise to Dolores is fulfilled, and Teresita is freed from the horrors she endured. But their fight is far from over. Though the war ended, the pain never truly fades. But the legacy of the unsung heroes, the fighters, the survivors, and the silent women will never be forgotten. Their stories live on as a beacon of hope for future generations. If you were moved by this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to QuinTube Real Stories for more powerful real-life tales. Together, we remember. Together, we honor the past so we can pave the way for a brighter future.